RMGX. In which name reaction are we using RMGX? We have done it multiple times, 11th, 12th, perfect. It was Grignard reaction where we have done RMGX multiple times. So there was magnesium as a metal involved. Have you heard about a name reaction in which we are using zinc as a metal? There are only two name reactions in your entire organic chemistry where zinc is involved. Maximum it goes to 4. I'm not saying ZnCl2. Perfect. One was ZnHg, zinc amalgam. One was zinc amalgam, well, it is Clemmensen reaction. On other grounds, I would say there was one more place where zinc was involved. Perfect. Even at your Sandmuir, HVZ zinc is not there. It is red phosphorus. Any other place where zinc is there? Either a zinc. How many of us remember Reformatsky reaction? Suna Reformatsky? Have you heard about Reformatsky? I was keen about Reformatsky reaction when I was indicating with regards to Grignard. There you have zinc. Why I am correlating it? Why it has something to do with Grignard? Are their starting materials same? Is it aldehyde, a ketone? Always that. We'll discuss about all those things briefly. बेसिकली मेरा बोलने का मोटो ये है कि जो भी नेम रिएक्शंस राउंड अबाउट सेम है, ग्रुप देम टुगेदर एंड डू देम टुगेदर, डोंट कीप देम इन पार्ट्स. Take up all those name reactions together and finish them at a stretch. Clear enough? Can we get going? Can we actually start with name reactions now? How many of us have heard about Hoffman bromamide degradation? Hoffman bromamide degradation? No one? Yes, we have heard. How many of us have heard about Lawson reaction, Lawson rearrangement, Lawson rearrangement, Smith rearrangement, Curtius rearrangement? Have we heard about these all reactions as well? There is something common between all these four name reactions. There is something common between all these four reactions. Curtius, Smith, Hoffman, Lawson. What is that common thing between all these four name reactions? Anyone? Perfect. The common thing between all these name reactions is their product is a amine. Their product is a amine with one carbon less compared to reactant. So if reactant is having 3 carbons, your product will be a amine with only 2 carbons, because one of the carbon gets exhausted in between as a gas, CO2 बन के निकल जाता है वो. I hope you recollect. No worries. This was just a thing which I want you to get idea about, that whenever you prepare for your entrance, first and foremost thing what you need to do is you need to group them together. You need to know which name reaction needs to be done with which one. I just request everyone to ensure that we mute our mic. Shreya, can you please mute your mic? Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. All right. So basically, we were talking about name reactions which we need to group together and take them up together. So basically, first and foremost thing, आप उसको chapter wise segregate मत करो. आपके syllabus में कैसा है उससे अकॉर्डिंग भी मत देखो, बट जहाँ पे नेम रिएक्शंस में या तो उनके रीएजेंट सेम है, या तो उनका प्रोडक्ट सेम फंक्शनल ग्रुप है, या तो उनका रिएक्टेंट aldehyde है, ग्रुप देम इन दैट मैनर where things would be similar on those grounds. Clear enough? Now let's begin with our first name reaction in that case. First and foremost thing, I think that this name reaction is known to all of us. Correct? We are aware about Wurtz reaction. Am I correct? Am I correct? So what do you think is a product of Wurtz reaction? All right. If you feel that I'm going fast, please do let me know. If you feel that I'm going slow, let me know otherwise as well. I'll be more than happy to alter with my speed. Tension mat lena, kuch nahi samjhe to let me know. So basically, whenever it comes to your entire organic chemistry, just to understand how many name reactions are there in which when a reactant is getting converted to product, I repeat, how many name reactions are there in which when a reactant is getting converted into product, the number of carbon increases, the number of carbon increases. How many name reactions you are aware where the number of carbon increases when we convert a reactant into product? Any idea? Any idea? No one? Not a single person? 2, 3. So one is a Wurtz reaction. when number of carbon doubles, right? We'll go through Wurtz reaction. So in Wurtz reaction, number of carbon increases. In Fittig reaction, the number of carbon increases. In Wurtz Fittig, which is actually again another hybrid part of it, even there the number of carbon increases. So the number of carbon increases in all these three reactions. Clear? Clear? So this one we are aware. Any other name reaction where the number of carbon increases while we go from reactant to product? Can I say even in Grignard reaction the number of carbon increases? If you don't recollect, don't worry, we'll go to Grignard reaction again. When we go from reactant to product, the number of carbon increases in Grignard reaction as well. How about Arndt-Eister synthesis? ARNDT-EISTER. Does the number of carbon increase over there by 1 as well? Yes. Am I correct? So even there the number of carbon increases. Now why am I asking you to have this grouping where you should be aware that when you go from reactant to product, the number of carbon is increasing by 1. मैं आपको ये क्यों पढ़ने बोल रहा हूँ? Basically the logic is simple. Tomorrow if anyone is asking you to convert methyl chloride into ethane, you should basically try and understand what are they trying to correlate. Like I'll tell you, if the question is convert methyl chloride to ethane, which among the following reagent will be used? The question is convert methyl chloride to ethane. Which of the following reactants will be used? क्या reactants क्या reagents use करोगे? They asked you to convert methyl chloride H3CCl, right? H3CCl. They've asked you to convert methyl chloride into methane. No, they've asked you to convert methyl chloride into ethane. Observe, when I'm going from reactant to product, the number of carbon is increasing. They are actually becoming double. Reactant में कितने number of carbons है? In reactant, the number of carbon is 1. Am I correct? That's only over here. सिर्फ एक कार्बन है रिएक्टेंट में. जब मैं रिएक्टेंट से प्रोडक्ट पे जा रहा हूँ, नंबर ऑफ कार्बन इज नॉट 1, नंबर ऑफ कार्बन इज एक्चुअली 2. नंबर ऑफ कार्बन डबल अप हो गए. So basically, whenever the number of carbons are getting doubled, I repeat, whenever the number of carbons are getting doubled, you can blindly think in the area of Wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction is the only name reaction in which the number of carbons can actually double up when you go from reactant to product. What is the general reaction of Wurtz reaction? It is Rx, your alkyl halide. Basically, it is two molecules of alkyl halide, Rx plus 2 molecules of sodium. So Rx plus 2 Na. On arrow, you have a reagent which is dry ether. In your entire organic chemistry, there are very few reactions where dry is the reagent on arrow. One of the name reaction is a Wurtz reaction. Next is Wurtz-Fittig. Next is Simply-Fittig. So these three reactions have dry ether on arrow. Even Grignard reaction has dry ether on arrow. I hope you recollect. Again, there is one more reaction in alcohols where dry ether is there. Not a point of discussion of our today's lecture, nor it is correlated. कहने का मतलब क्या है? In future, in my entrance, question is going to be in what format? They'll give me reactant, they'll give me something on arrow, and they'll ask me to predict the product. The moment I see dry ether on arrow, जैसे ही मेरे को arrow पे dry ether दिखेगा, straight away I should start thinking only in this reaction. अगर arrow पे dry ether है, मतलब या तो वो Wurtz reaction है, या तो वो Fittig reaction है, या तो Wurtz-Fittig है, या तो Grignard है. आपका thought process वो area में जाना चाहिए. Basically, we are trying to build a logic whereby we can conclude that basically this can be the product. I hope you are able to correlate and we are on one page. So basically Rx plus 2 sodium is your reactant. Going further, what happens is your 2 molecules of sodium. Can I represent that 2 molecules of sodium in the same way Na plus Na? Does that work? It is basically sodium only ना, 2 molecule sodium का था तो मैंने उसको split करके लिखा है. एक sodium एक halogen को लेके जाएगा. So this sodium along with this halogen, they'll get eliminated as NaX. Another sodium will take another halogen with itself. तो एक Rx गया, sorry, एक NaX गया, अब वापस दूसरा NaX गया. So basically 2 molecules of sodium chloride or sodium halide have passed out. what stays back is only two alkyl groups. ये रहे दोनों alkyl group. So basically both these alkyl groups come together. They form a bond amongst each other, RR plus NaX plus NX. So this is your general reaction when it comes to Ward's reaction. I hope we are very much clear with it. There is nothing as a doubt to be thought about. Most importantly, don't forget you need to develop a thought process कि अगर एरो पे ड्राई ईथर है, अगर मुझे प्रोडक्ट भी अल्केन चाहिए, it simply means that they are talking about Ward's reaction. Check. Two molecules of Rx plus two molecules of sodium in presence of dry ether. What I did, मैंने वो दो molecule Rx का split करके लिखा था, Rx plus Rx. Two molecules of sodium were there, I splitted those as well, Na plus Na. In presence of dry ether, rest RR was the product. Yes, we got RR as the product. Rest was two molecules of NaX. Yes, ये रहा एक molecule of NaX, ये रहा दूसरा molecule of NaX. Are we clear? Is it easy? Any doubts, any queries, anything in your mind which you wish to ask? You want me to slow down? You want me to increase my speed? Or is it going comfortable? You can post it in the chat box. तीन dot है, chat with everyone का option है. You can click over there. Three dots are right on the bottom. Then you can click on chat with everyone and you can post your queries over there as well. So if you observe over here, let's take first example where we have alkyl halide. So we have two molecules of our alkyl group, 2C2H5 with Br plus two molecules of sodium. Can I split and write it as C2H5 Br plus C2H5 Br plus sodium 2Na लिखा है वहां पे. The reactant says it is 2Na, right? So I'm just splitting this 2Na, Na plus Na. What happens next is one of the sodiums will take one of the bromine, NaBr. Another sodium will take another bromine, so that's another NaBr which goes out. And the next thing which happens is both the C2H5 groups come together. So if both the C2H5 groups are coming together, can I say C2H5 is getting combined with C2H5? So what we get at the end is basically butane, char carbon. Is it? You can observe it is. So basically, these name reactions are not tough. You need to get an idea that you start identifying those name reactions. Which name reactions are they based on their reactant or either on the basis of free agent? You should get an idea that which name reaction, which direction are they talking about. Am I clear? Can we proceed further? Till here, I suppose things are easy and there was nothing as a doubt. Going further, here we talked about Ward's reaction. Ward's reaction में इतना कुछ difficult था नहीं, we have done it in the past. Same way, now I am proceeding further with fatigue reaction. Observe, in case of Ward's reaction, this R group is supposed to be alkyl only. I repeat, in case of Ward's reaction, this R group is supposed to be alkyl only. On other grounds, when it comes to fatigue reaction, it's not an alkyl group, it's rather an aromatic group. I request everyone to please mute your mics. In case of fatigue reaction, this R group is rather an aromatic group. Observe, rest everything will stay the same. So basically over here also it should have two. There is two molecule of aromatic halide. There are two molecules of aromatic halide reacting with two molecules of sodium again. This two molecules of sodium will take with it two molecules of chlorine. This 2Na will take two chlorine with it and it will get eliminated as 2NaCl. On other grounds, if you observed carefully, what was happening over here, both the alkyl groups were coming together, right? दो अल्काइल ग्रुप थे, दोनों आर आर साथ में आ गए. यहाँ पे दो इथाइल ग्रुप थे, दोनों इथाइल ग्रुप साथ में आ गए. ऑन सेम वेज यहाँ पे दो मॉलिक्यूल है फिनाइल रिंग के, तो दोनों फिनाइल रिंग साथ में आ जाएंगे एंड व्हाट यू गेट एज अ प्रोडक्ट इज बेसिकली बाइफिनाइल. नाउ जस्ट फॉर योर इन्फॉर्मेशन, आई होप वी ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट इट. व्हाट डू वी कॉल दिस? इसको क्या बोलते हैं? व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच आई हैव मेड? व्हाट इज ए? व्हाट डू वी कॉल दिस? Please participate. I just need answers. Easy hai. Even if you go wrong, it's not a problem. Point number one is you at least give a try. Sorry Anushka, it's not naphthalene. Good trying. It's just a single ring. It's benzene. right? What about the second one, which I have named as B? Be careful between B and C. Thanks everyone for participating. Yes, it's benzene. What about structure which is B and what about structure which is C? All right. Second one is I have not used fluorine. I have used fluorine only. मैंने fluorine group attach नहीं किया है. I'm sorry if it is visible as F, but I have attached chlorine group. It is Cl. The second one is benzyl chloride. Someone said. How about C? What is the name of B and what is the name of C? Just to add more to it, what is the name of even D? These are some basic things. If you don't know the nomenclature, you won't be able to solve even if you know the entire reaction. So stage number one is that you should also be aware about name reaction part of it, the naming part of it. Perfect. Second group is basically phenyl chloride. You don't call it benzyl chloride, it is phenyl chloride. I repeat, it is phenyl chloride. It's not benzyl chloride. When do you say benzyl? You say benzyl when it is CH2 on benzene. So your C is benzyl chloride, your B is phenyl chloride, and your D is benzoyl, Benzoyl. C double bond O ka ZOYL. So your D is benzoyl chloride. I hope you get the difference. I majorly want phenoxychloride नहीं आएगा. I'm sorry. It is C double bond O. Phenoxychloride कब आता है जब बेंजीन पे ऑक्सीजन होता और क्लोरीन होता. ये बेंजीन पे C double bond O है. That's why benzoyl chloride and not phenoxychloride or benzoxychloride. ये difference मुझे majorly highlight करना था between B and C because we tend to go wrong over there. Whenever on benzene you have CH2, only then you call it benzyl. If there is no CH2 on benzene, you simply call it phenyl chloride. I hope this would stay clear and I hope you all have noted down this as well. So one we had words, another we had fatigue. Word समझ में आ गया चलो, fatigue भी समझ में आ गया. Okay, very well then. Now let's talk about our next name reaction, which is basically your word fatigue. So Rajdeep, I'll repeat benzoyl just a minute in. तो मैंने वर्ड्स रिएक्शन के बारे में बात की, वो हो गया. फिटिक रिएक्शन के बारे में बात की, even that's done. Guys, can you please mute our mics? I'm so sorry, it's creating problem for others. All right, so I was saying we talked about words, we talked about fatigue. Now we are talking about words fatigue. What do you expect as a reactant for this? Meanwhile, this is the structure of benzoyl chloride. Benzene पे C double bond O Cl. This is benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl ZOYL. Perfect. So जब वर्ड्स रिएक्शन की बात की थी, वर्ड्स रिएक्शन वाज अल्काइल हलाइड. फिटिक रिएक्शन की बात की थी, फिटिक रिएक्शन वाज एरोमेटिक हलाइड. When it comes words fatigue reaction, you will have one which will be alkyl halide and another which would be your aromatic halide. So I have my methyl bromide, which is my alkyl halide. I have my bromobenzene. What would be the other name for bromobenzene, which is my aromatic halide? Another name for bromobenzene. Another name for bromobenzene. Can I call it phenyl bromide? Can I call it phenyl bromide? Or shall I call it benzyl bromide? Phenyl bromide की benzyl bromide? Phenyl or benzyl? Phenyl or benzyl? क्या आएगा? Don't go on what I write. I have a habit of making mistakes. Perfect. It would be phenyl bromide. Because ये benzene से directly bromine है. It is not benzene CH2 bromine. So I hope we are very much clear now what is phenyl and what is benzyl. So that's phenyl bromide and methyl bromide reacting with each other. What happens next is very much clear. Both the bromines will go with both the sodium. They'll move out as 2NaBr. What stays back is यहाँ का alkyl group यहाँ के aromatic group के साथ combine हो जाएगा. That's it and your product is basically toluene. Easy, makes sense, good to go further. I hope we have noted down everything by now. Easiest way to identify whether it is a words reaction, words fatigue reaction, or a fatigue reaction, or a Grignard reaction is simply to check on arrow. If it is dry ether on arrow, my idea would be first around this 5-name reaction. To further confirm that whether it is words reaction, I need to check whether it is a alkyl halide. If it is an aromatic halide, then it is fatigue reaction. If it is one alkyl and one aromatic, then it is words fatigue. आइडिया समझ में आ रहा है, लॉजिक समझ में आ रहा है, हम कैसे रिएक्टेंट और रीएजेंट से आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे दैट बेसिकली विच नेम रिएक्शन आर वी टॉकिंग अबाउट. Good to go further. All set. We are done copy pasting. Good to go ahead. I need a quick yes in. I hope आप लोग लिख रहे हो and you're not just idle. लिखते रहना because it's organic chemistry. You cannot go ahead just screenshotting. Practice equally would be enough. I've just shared one link of feedback form. Basically, it's for further demo lectures if we happen to conduct. So just fill in that. Based on the entries received in this Google form, we'll be sharing the further links. All right. Words हो गया, fatigue हो गया, fatigue भी हो गया. If you feel that I'm going fast, please let me know. कुछ भी नहीं समझेगा तो भी बोलना. I'm more than happy to repeat. What about Groves process? सुना है हमने Groves process के बारे में? सुना है? कहीं पे ये word सुना है? Is it in reaction to alcohol? Is it in reaction to carboxylic acid? इसका किससे क्या लेना देना है? Which area does it belong to? Alcohols. Okay. Nowhere. No worries. आज सुन लेते हैं. So basically, your Groves process comes into the process when you are trying to convert alcohol into a alkyl halide. So basically, your alcohol, which is ROH, is going to react with your alkyl halide HX to give you the product which is RX. यहाँ से R, यहाँ से X, साथ में आ जाएंगे. What stays back is your hydrogen. Your hydrogen will take OH with it and it will get eliminated as water. Your hydrogen will take OH with it and it will get eliminated as water. Simple. Nothing so much difficult about it. This reaction where alcohol is getting converted into alkyl halide is not Groves process. Groves process is typically a case where your HX is nothing but HCl. The halogen over there is supposed to be specifically chloride. Only then you call it Groves process. Again, Groves process has something to differentiate between a primary alcohol, a secondary alcohol, and a tertiary alcohol. I hope we are aware about what do we see as a primary alcohol, what is a secondary alcohol, and what is a tertiary alcohol. What is methanol? Methanol क्या है? Primary alcohol है, secondary alcohol है, tertiary alcohol है कि none of the above? I repeat, methanol primary alcohol है, secondary alcohol है, tertiary alcohol है कि none of the above? Primary alcohol, right? What about ethanol? Ethanol primary alcohol है, secondary alcohol है, tertiary है कि none of the above? Ethanol, 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 ethanol is again primary. फंक्शनल ग्रुप के बाजू वाला कार्बन कितने कार्बन से अटैच्ड है उसके बेसिस पे उसे प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी. फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप, इट इज अटैच्ड टू वन कार्बन, इट इज फर्दर अटैच्ड टू ओनली वन कार्बन. So even your ethanol is a primary alcohol. Even ethanol is a primary alcohol. What about isopropanol? What about isopropanol? Isopropanol. फंक्शनल ग्रुप ये रहा, फंक्शनल ग्रुप ये कार्बन पे अटैच है, आगे दो कार्बन पे अटैच है. That carbon is further attached to two carbons. So I call it secondary alcohol. So one is primary alcohol, another is secondary alcohol. How about this? What is the configuration for this alcohol? Is it third butanol? Is it tertiary? So basically, when it comes to Groves process, there is some differentiation with regards to primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. When you are reacting alcohol along with HCl for primary and secondary alcohol, I repeat, when you are reacting your primary and secondary alcohol with your HCl, you compulsorily need anhydrous zinc chloride as a reagent. You compulsorily need anhydrous zinc chloride as a reagent. You cannot go without it. Otherwise, the reaction won't proceed. It doesn't get the required reactivity. On other grounds, when I'm talking about tertiary alcohols, when you are reacting a tertiary alcohol like third butanol along with HCl, you don't require anhydrous zinc chloride. Anhydrous zinc chloride is not required for tertiary alcohols. It's only and only required for primary and secondary alcohols. So you can observe hydrogen chloride is used with zinc chloride. That is the Groves process for primary and secondary alcohol. But tertiary alcohols readily react with concentrated HCl in absence of zinc chloride. Since they react well in absence of zinc chloride, you don't require zinc chloride for tertiary alcohol. Now, just to understand, why is it the case that tertiary alcohols doesn't require zinc chloride? What can be the reason? Perfect. Tertiary alcohols, when it comes as a comparative part, मान लो लाइफ में आप स्टेबल हो, आपको खाना सब कुछ जगह पे मिल जा रहा है, तो इफ यू आर गेटिंग एवरीथिंग इन प्लेस, विल यू रिएक्ट विद एनीथिंग? नहीं ना, यू डोंट नीड एनीथिंग, यू आर अ स्टेबल मोइटी। आपको खाना चाहिए, आपको खाना मिल रहा है, आपको वीडियो गेम चाहिए, आपको वो मिल रहा है, आपको मोबाइल चाहिए, आपको वो मिल रहा है, whatever you are asking for, you're getting everything in place. What about the relation between stability and reactivity? जो ज्यादा स्टेबल होता है वो कम रिएक्ट करता है, एम आई करेक्ट? जो ज्यादा स्टेबल होता है वो कम रिएक्ट करता है। नोबल गैसेस आर स्टेबल, डू दे रिएक्ट इजीली? हीलियम, आर्गन, नियॉन, जेनॉन, डू दे रिएक्ट इजीली? नो। स्टेबिलिटी एंड रिएक्टिविटी का इनवर्स रेशियो है। लाइफ में जो सबसे ज्यादा स्टेबल है वो सबसे कम रिएक्टिव है, जो सबसे ज्यादा अनस्टेबल है, सपोज हम लोग अनस्टेबल है, वी आर नॉट क्लियर विथ व्हाट वी वांट टू डू इन फ्यूचर, जब तक हम अनस्टेबल रहेंगे तब तक हमारी रिएक्टिविटी सबसे ज्यादा होगी। once we are stable, our reactivity will decrease. Same way when it comes between your tertiary alcohol, your secondary alcohol and your primary alcohol, tertiary alcohol has the highest reactivity. Tertiary alcohol has the highest reactivity. The order of reactivity of alcohols with the given halo acid along with HCl with the given halo acid is tertiary more than secondary than primary. Are we clear with Grove's process now? Any doubts, any queries, anything you wish to ask, anything you want me to repeat? कुछ पूछना है दोस्त? Anything you wish to ask? Good to go further? Copy paste कर लिया? Are we done with the copy paste part of it? All right. मैंने फीडबैक फॉर्म वापस पोस्ट किया है चैट बॉक्स में. इफ यू हैव नॉट फिल्ड अर्लियर एंड इट हैज गॉन अप, यू कैन फिल इट नाउ. ठीक है, ग्रूव्स प्रोसेस हो गया. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फिंकलस्टीन. नाउ द प्रॉब्लम व्हाट वी यूजुअली फेस, to a very good extent we all tend to ignore this basic name reactions. We think that ये हमको आता है, हम कर लेंगे, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, हो जाएगा. But that's not how it goes. Basically, when it comes to reactions like, can we all please mute us? I'm sorry, it's creating problem for others. Akash, can you please mute yourself? Akash Kaule. Sure, Ria, just keep it posted. I'll repeat it at the end. You want me to repeat any specific part or you want me to repeat the entire reaction? Just keep me posted about that. I'll do it. All right. When it comes to Finkelstein reaction, you remember you did this reaction already. And you might be wondering that these are the reactions थोड़ी ना आएंगे, but fact of the matter is, when it comes to basic entrances like NIPER actually will ask you to basic grounds in depth. At the same time, it will test your concepts with regards to applications. Any of you recollecting where did we read about Finkelstein reaction? कहाँ पढ़ा था हमने Finkelstein reaction के बारे में? Alkyl iodide from other alkyl halide. Good one. So basically, Finkelstein reaction का product is an iodoalkane. Finkelstein का second alphabet is I, मतलब इसका product भी आएगा आइडो. Finkelstein का second alphabet is I, मतलब इसका product आएगा iodoalkane. Let's observe. Basically, this is the reactant, alkyl chloride reacting with sodium iodide in presence of acetone. First and foremost thing, in your entire organic chemistry, how many name reactions are there for which a product is an iodoalkane? How many name reactions you are aware in which product is an iodoalkane? Heard about Sandmeyer's reaction? Have you heard about Sandmeyer's reaction? Sandmeyer में सब type के alkanes मिल सकते हैं, right? Any halogen you can get. Am I correct? So that's one reaction wherein you get product as alkyl iodide as well. Another name reaction where you can get product as an iodoalkane is only and only Finkelstein reaction. Let's observe what happens in Finkelstein reaction. Basically, in Finkelstein reaction, you have alkyl chloride, RCl, reacting with sodium iodide. Sodium from here takes away chlorine from here. सोडियम अंकल क्लोरीन चाची को लेके टाटा नमक बना के चले जाएंगे, NaCl, it moves out. What stays back is R from here, alkyl group from here will take away iodine from here, and what you get in product is alkyl iodide, or you can call it idoalkane. Clear enough? Simply एक चीज याद रखना, if halogens are getting exchanged, reactant में भी एक alkyl halide है and product में भी एक alkyl halide है, it is either Finkelstein reaction or it is Schwartz reaction. There are only two reactions in your entire organic chemistry, wherein reactant also you have alkyl halide, wherein even in product you have alkyl halide. This is the way to trick it out. Question देखा आपने, क्वेश्चन किया कि रिएक्टेंट भी अल्काइल हैलाइड है, प्रोडक्ट भी अल्काइल हैलाइड है, तो आपको स्ट्रेट अवे यही दो नेम रिएक्शन के बारे में सोचना है. यू आर नॉट सपोज टू थिंक अबाउट एनी अदर थर्ड नेम रिएक्शन, because the answer is lying over here only. So if you talk about Schwartz reaction का easiest way to remember, you can either remember BSF, Border Security Force, or you can remember FAST. What does it stand for, sir? BSF doesn't stand over here for Border Security Force. B is only for the namesake. S is for Schwartz reaction. F is for fluorine. So basically Schwartz reaction का product is a fluoroalkane. Finkelstein reaction का product is an idoalkane. Finkelstein का second alphabet I है, तो उसका product भी idoalkane. Schwartz reaction का product fluoroalkane. Another way to remember, F for fluoroalkane, S for Schwartz, and you have silver fluoride. Ag stands for silver, so the A over here in between is standing for Ag. So you can remember that way the alphabet fast as well. Remember, T is of no use over there. Our major work it with FAS. So F stands for fluoroalkane, A stands for silver Ag, S stands for Schwartz reaction. Clear till here? If you observe with regards to Schwartz reaction, you have alkyl chloride RCl reacting with AgF. Fluorine from here takes away alkyl group from here. यहाँ का R वहाँ के F के साथ चला जाएगा, RF बन के निकल जाएगा. What stays back is यहाँ का silver Ag is going to combine with यहाँ का chlorine and AgCl will form a precipitate. अब precipitate से तो मेरे को कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. Remember, in your entire organic chemistry, I repeat, in your entire organic chemistry, जहाँ पे भी silver halide आएगा, it will always make a precipitate. Wherever there is a silver halide, it will always and always precipitate. Nothing else. Fast over here, F stands for fluoroalkane, जो RF है. A stands for Ag, to give you a reminder that silver fluoride है. S stands for Schwartz reaction. T has got nothing to do. In your entire organic chemistry, you have silver as a reagent only in two or three places. One is in the form of Ag2O. Anyone recollects where it is? Ag2O. Another is in the form of ammonium salt of silver, Ag twice NH32 plus. And third is your Schwartz reaction. In the form combined with ammonia, it is in Tollens reaction. We'll come to it in future. And then there are two reactions with moist silver Ag2O and dry Ag2O. So that's a different part altogether. But if I simply say AgF, अगर मैं कभी भी silver fluoride देखता हूँ मेरे question paper में in my entire syllabus, in that case silver fluoride would always mean to me only and only one thing, which is nothing but Schwartz reaction. Silver fluoride combination में और किधर से भी नहीं आता. It's always only and only in this name reaction. Now let's go further. Last reaction, but before doing Kolbe's, we'll first do few questions. Kolbe's के बाद बाकी का पार्ट करते, or else let's first do Rimmer Timmer, then let's do Kolbe's, and then we'll solve few questions in. All right. I hope we have heard about Rimmer Timmer reaction as well. सुना हमने Rimmer Timmer reaction के बारे में? Public, are we awake? Zople kya? I hope we are awake, right? Not tired. We're talking about Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. So basically, when it comes to Rimmer-Tiemann reaction का reactant is basically phenol. All right, phenol है, ठीक है. Phenol is a reactant for multiple reactions. So we cannot identify on the basis of phenol that you are talking about Rimmer-Tiemann. ठीक है, मान लिया. The next thing which reacts with it is chloroform along with a base. That base can be NaOH, that base can be KOH as well. In your entire organic chemistry, if you have chloroform and a base together, there are only two name reactions where chloroform and base is together. I won't tell you about the second name reaction as of now. When we do that, it's one of the detection tests. It's not a name reaction as well. So your chloroform and base, when they are coming together, CHCl3 and KOH, moment you see this together, you can straight away come to Remer-Timmer reaction. तो अगर हमने क्लोरोफॉर्म और KOH साथ में देखा तो चेक करो, is it phenol? If it is phenol, then it is for sure Remer-Timmer reaction. What happens next? Do we get two products over here? Do we get two products over here with regards to phenol? How many of us are aware about ortho-para directing groups and meta-directing groups? We had this in our semester 2 organic chemistry. All your electron withdrawing groups, I repeat, all your electron withdrawing groups, which one are they? Nitro, cyanide, ketone, all your electron withdrawing groups are always meta directing. Meta मतलब क्या? फंक्शनल ग्रुप के बाजू वाला कार्बन इज ऑर्थो डायरेक्टिंग, उसके बाद वाला कार्बन इज मेटा डायरेक्टिंग, उसके बाद वाला कार्बन इज बेसिकली पैरा डायरेक्टिंग. So your nitro group, cyanide group, they all are meta directing groups. While when it comes to hydroxyl group, it is a ortho para directing group. Only your halogen, although it is electron withdrawing, it is still a ortho para directing group. Or else you have your hydroxyl group, your alkyl group. These all groups are basically ortho para directing. So if hydroxyl group is there, what do I expect in product? What do I expect in product? प्रोडक्ट में कहाँ कहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन आएगा और वो क्या आएगा? प्रोडक्ट में कहाँ कहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूशन आएगा एंड वो कहाँ पे आएगा? आई गो ओवर हियर, आई सी हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप इज ऑर्थो पैरा डायरेक्टिंग, तो मेरे प्रोडक्ट में भी हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशन पे आएगा. CHO ऑन पैरा एंड CHO ऑन ऑर्थो. अब ये CHO कैसे आया सर? ये क्लोरोफॉर्म जो था CHCl3, कार्बन उसमें से मिला है, ऑक्सीजन ये KOH में से मिला है. Do I need to do mechanism, sir? Books like Sanyal have such a big mechanism for Remer-Timmer reaction. No one in JPAT is asking you to do mechanism. So please, please, please waste your time in things where you don't need to invest. Be smart in your preparation, do smart work and not hard work only. Coming back over here, we have two products. One is para-directing, another is ortho-directing, ortho-substituted. What do you think is a major product out of it and what do you think is a minor product out of it? इसमें से major product कौन सा और minor product कौन सा? फिर मेरे को तो major यहाँ पे अच्छा लग रहा है, तो मैं ortho के यहाँ पे major लिख दे रहा हूँ और मैं minor यहाँ पे लिख दे रहा हूँ para के यहाँ पे. Why so? Why para is minor? Except this product, I repeat, except this product, in most of the other name reactions or if you take any other reaction, जितने भी बाकी के reactions है, वो सारे reactions में हम लोग basically ortho product को major product लिखते, minor product लिखते थे और हम para product को major product लिखते थे. But यहाँ पे हम उल्टा कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे हम para को minor लिख रहे हैं and हम लोग ortho को major लिख रहे हैं. Why? Any idea? The reason we always wrote para product as major product was farther they are, better would be the stability, there won't be crowding, right? इसके लिए हम लोग हमेशा पैरा प्रोडक्ट को मेजर लिखते थे, बट यहाँ पे हम लोग ऑर्थो प्रोडक्ट को मेजर लिख ले. राइट सागनिक? बेसिकली ओवर हियर ऑर्थो प्रोडक्ट इज अ मेजर प्रोडक्ट बिकॉज देयर इज गोइंग टू बी इंट्रामोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. OH group and CHO group are going to come together. They are going to form an intramolecular hydrogen bond which will provide more stability. But remember, this is only and only with phenol and CHO. Don't correlate it with all the other reactions. It's only over here. Rest, most of the name reactions, most of the reaction which you have in your syllabus, in all those reactions, your ortho product is basically a minor product and your para product is a major product. It's other way around compared to this reaction. Pratmesh, which part you want me to repeat? यहाँ पे ऑर्थो प्रोडक्ट ये रहा CHO, पैरा प्रोडक्ट ये रहा पैरा पोजीशन पे सब्सटीट्यूशन. हमारे जितने भी नेम रिएक्शन है वो सब में पैरा सब्सटीट्यूटेड प्रोडक्ट को हम मेजर मानते हैं, बट यहाँ पे पैरा सब्सटीट्यूटेड प्रोडक्ट मेजर नहीं होगा, इट विल बी अ माइनर प्रोडक्ट बिकॉज पैरा सब्सटीट्यूशन में उसका हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग नहीं हो रहा है. But when it comes to ortho substitution, जहाँ पे OH और CHO पास पास है, where they are in vicinity with each other, that time there is something known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This intramolecular hydrogen bonding is giving stability to the structure. That's why the ortho product is a major product. Is it clear now? I hope it's clear, Pratmesh. Can you just confirm it? All right. And Ria, I remember grooves is supposed to be repeated, so don't worry, I'll do it again while we're revising. We're talking about Remer-Timmer reaction. Here it is your phenol. Phenol is reacting with chloroform. You can have either KOH, you can have either NaOH, or simply you will find in some reactions where they might have written a word base. तो अगर base लिखा है तो भी समझ जाना that they are talking about Remer-Timmer. Don't get confused. Going further, you don't need to buy at temperature. Here is your ortho product, which is a major product. Yes, we spoke about the same. And here is your para product, which is a minor product. Clear till here? Any doubts, any queries, anything you wish to ask? I hope we are on a good pace. Things are comfortable. We are not fast and everything is understood. ठीक है, चल, let's proceed. So most of you, I suppose, are from third year or final year. Just to understand and just for our information, एक 5 membered का heterocyclic ring है. 5 membered का heterocyclic ring जिसमें ऑक्सीजन बीच में होता है, I mean at the center position, you call it furan, right? एक 5 membered का सिस्टम जिसमें ऑक्सीजन बीच में होता है, you call it furan. Am I correct? सेम वे एक 5 member का रिंग जिसमें ऑक्सीजन बीच में होता है, sorry, not oxygen this time let's make it NH. What do you call this? इसको क्या बोलते हैं? When you have NH in a 5 membered system, you call it pyrrole. And then you have one more system where it is again a 5 membered system. Again there are 2 double bonds just like other systems, but यहाँ पे sulfur है. What do you call this? Perfect. Thiophene. CHIOCHEN. So here it is. So I hope we are all very much aware about this. मैंने अभी आपको थोड़े टाइम पहले ही बोला, when we are doing organic chemistry, we need to understand कौन सा name reaction, कौन से drug के making होता है. There is something known as crop synthesis. Crop synthesis is used in making of quinoline. Can we please mute ourselves? Please, it's creating disturbance for others. Thank you. So when it comes to crop synthesis is basically used in synthesis of quinoline. So there are some drugs in which there is quinoline as a moiety. Quinoline पे आएंगे हम लोग आगे जाके. तो जो क्वेश्चन जीपैट में आता है ना, they ask which among the following synthesis is used in synthesis of chloroquine. Which among the following name reaction is used in synthesis of chloroquine? Now you need to know that chloroquine has a quinoline ring. Moment I know that chloroquine has a quinoline ring, I need to think about all those name reactions in which chloroquine, in which there is a quinoline ring as a product. Then I come to crop synthesis. I know crop synthesis gives me quinoline, and that is the answer. So while we are doing all these name reactions, we will take up even heterocyclic compounds indirectly. Even we will take up few drugs where those drugs includes those name reactions as a part. Am I clear? I hope you got it. So this is thiophene, right? This is thiophene along with chloroform and your base. Same चीज, second position पे सिर्फ CHO attach कर दिया. Now ideally this thing you are going to read in your semester 5 in your heterocycles. I'm sorry, I know it's causing disturbance. I'll just do one thing. I've actually muted all everyone, but it's still not allowing in. So I'm just doing unmute all, and now I'll mute you all again. Thank you. So ये thiophene का case हो गया. Let's go to another heterocycle. What about this? Is it the same thing? Instead of thiophene, now we have pyrrole. Instead of thiophene, now we have pyrrole over here. Are we clear? Public.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Going further after thiophene and pyrrole, heard about indole. This is basically indole. Indole is another heterocyclic ring which has benzene and a 5-membered pyrrole with it. इतना part हम देखेंगे तो ये pyrrole है, right? This much part is pyrrole. वो pyrrole जब benzene के साथ fuse हो जाता है, जब pyrrole और benzene साथ में आ जाते हैं, you call it indole. Clear till here? Any questions in your mind? Anything you wish to ask? Can we go further? I'm going to come to Grove's process again. Don't worry. I remember it that it's supposed to be taken again. ठीक है, चलो. Let's connection. Then we go to Folbase and then we'll have question answer session before going further to other name reactions. I've reposted the feedback form. Those who are pending can fill it. All right. So we did this name reaction where we got salicylaldehyde as a product. What do you call this? इसको salicylaldehyde बोलते हैं ना? In case of indole, it's not about meta addition. The ring is empty over here. The ring is empty over here. There is something known as electrophilic nucleophilic addition. So when it comes to indole, along with indole, there are two more heterocycles. उसमें compulsory वही position पे electrophilic होता है, वही position पे nucleophilic होता है. It is on the basis of resonance structures. So we'll come to that. Quinone is something like, you want quinone or you want quinoline? We'll come to it. Just keep it posted. Going further, what I wanted to take up, there is nothing like. Did anyone guess? Did anyone ask me to accept you for the session? ऐसा कुछ आया था? Did you have any sort of invitation asking to be sent? No, na. You were straight away able to enter in, right? Okay, thanks. So sorry. Actually, some people are facing problem. Just wanted to confirm it. Okay. So we were basically talking about this product, which is salicylaldehyde, right? बेंजीन के ऊपर OH, OH के ऑर्थो पोजीशन पे अगर CHO होता है, you call it salicylaldehyde. You call it salicylaldehyde. What if I do oxidation of salicylaldehyde using KMNO4? What if I do oxidation of salicylaldehyde using KMNO4? What do you expect as a product? क्या आएगा? ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है तो बेसिकली ऑक्सीजन ऐड होगा. ऑक्सीजन ऐड होगा तो ऑक्सीजन कहाँ पे ऐड होगा? रिंग के अंदर ऑक्सीजन जाएगा? नहीं, रिंग के अंदर तो नहीं जाएगा. So basically what changes next is your benzene ring will stay as it is. After benzene ring, what happens? Your OH will also stay as it is. Your CHO, your aldehyde will get converted into carboxylic acid. एक ऑक्सीजन यहाँ पे ऐड हुआ. What you add earlier, what that was salicylaldehyde. Now what you have as a product is basically salicylic acid. Are we clear till here? Any doubts, any questions? Anything you have in your mind to ask? कुछ पूछना है? Going further, this salicylic acid is reacting with acetic acid. What do you expect next to happen? Salicylic acid is reacting with acetic acid. What do you think can be the next possible pattern? Aspirin. Perfect. Thanks a lot. So basically what happens next is, यहाँ का OH इधर का H ले लेता है. OH and H come together and they move out as minus H2. What stays back is, here is your benzene ring. Please adjust with the diagram. COH is as it is. What happens next is you have your oxygen along with C double bond O, CH3. You basically have O acetyl salicylic acid. And I hope you remember O acetyl salicylic acid is nothing but aspirin. O acetyl salicylic acid is nothing but aspirin. Are we clear till here? Anything you wish to ask? कुछ पूछना है? O acetyl salicylic acid. I hope you have copied everything as well. So I have a chain of reactions for you to solve in. Let's see if we can do it. Guys, please mute yourself. I'm doing it, but I don't know those people haven't provided, I have to remove you then. I don't have an option then. Moini, your mic is on unmute. Then Triple T, your mic is also on unmute. Tejasvi, your mic is also on unmute. Please mute yourselves. All right. So here is the question. I'm converting AA. Sorry. There is a chain reaction A to B, B to C, C to D, and they have asked you to identify A, B, and C. हमको A, B और C ढूंढना है. They have given us 4 options, wherein the first option says phenol is A, then salicylic acid is B. I'm just writing all the options in. So salicylic acid is B, they are saying, and salicylic aldehyde is C. Salicylic aldehyde is C. B option says salicylic aldehyde is A, salicylic acid is B as it is, and C is phenol. For the last time, I'm asking you all to mute yourselves, please. It's creating problems for all others. I don't want them to suffer. Don't worry, this doesn't happen in our usual lectures. I'll straight away remove those who are on unmute. I'm sorry I have to do that. All right. So third question, third option says A is phenol, B is salicylic acid. Sorry, B is salicylic aldehyde, C is salicylic acid. Don't conclude onto any option till the time you go through the entire question and the answer. Fourth option is none of the above. And कभी ऐसे मत सोचना कि none of the above can never be the answer. None of the above can also be the answer in few cases. Basically, your D is nothing but aspirin. Your D is nothing but aspirin. On C, they have written acetic acid. They can write acetic acid as a spelling. It can happen that they won't write CH3COH as well. So be careful on those grounds. On arrow after B, they have written KMNO4. And on arrow of A, they have written chloroform along with a base. CHCl3 along with a base. Identify A, B, and C. So many of you are saying that it is option C, where A is phenol, B is salicylic aldehyde, C is salicylic acid. सब लोग ये बोल रहे. Okay. Anyone with a different answer? Anyone who has a different answer? Okay. Someone says it's A. Okay. दो answers मिले. Anyone with any other option? A और C में एक ही option difference है. C में salicylic acid C है और aldehyde B पे है. That's the only difference. Let's observe who is correct. I'm taking you to the answer. आपका answer ये रहा. This was your A. This was your B. This was your C. And they said that D is aspirin. Aspirin is nothing but O-acetyl salicylic acid. So let's observe. A was phenol, B was salicyl aldehyde, and C was salicylic acid. Check करें अभी. A was phenol, B was aldehyde, C was acid, and D was aspirin. देखते हैं. A was phenol, B was aldehyde, and C was salicylic acid. Okay. Option C is correct. Is it clear with everyone? Any doubts, any questions in your mind? Any doubts, any questions in your mind? कुछ पूछना है? Anything you have in your mind? Are we clear with the entire chain reaction? If you have not copied it, please copy it now itself. It's a very important part for chain reactions which usually come up in your multiple entrances. Good to go further? I hope we are done. Chalo. Bhushan, which part you didn't get it? Which part it was which you didn't get? Just keep me posted. I'll repeat it. Don't worry. Let's go to something which I wanted to discuss earlier. Imagine there is phenol. Imagine there is phenol which has reacted with NaOH. What do you expect as a product? When a phenol will react with NaOH, what do you expect as a product? Bhushan, please let me know which part is not understood. And don't worry, I'll revise everything together. Phenol का H, मैं पूरा रिएक्शन ही रिपीट कर दूंगा भूषण, डोंट वरी. फिनॉल का H और NaOH का OH, फिनॉल का H और NaOH का OH, H2O बन के चला जाएगा, minus H2O. What stays back is this sodium will go and sit on oxygen. So what you get basically is sodium phenoxide. What you get basically is something like this, sodium phenoxide. समझा ये starting material कहाँ से आया? Are we clear from where did we get this starting material of sodium phenoxide? Clear till here? So here is the starting material, sodium phenoxide. What happens next before going to that? बेंजीन को दूसरे वे में क्या बोलते हैं? डू वी कॉल इट C6H6? क्या हम बेंजीन को C6H6 भी लिखते हैं? Do we write benzene as C6H6? If yes, if we write benzene as C6H6, it means that every carbon of benzene has a hydrogen with it, right? Means that every carbon of benzene has a hydrogen with it. Am I correct? Am I correct? तो अगर हर कार्बन पे हाइड्रोजन है तो ही जाके C6H6 होने वाला है, अदरवाइज इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन, राइट? राइट. तो बेसिकली C6H6 हो गया, हर एक कार्बन पे एक एक हाइड्रोजन है. What goes next is something like this. Your sodium phenoxide will react with CO2. CO2 is nothing but C double bond O. No need of remembering pressure, temperature over here. What happens is your C double bond OO, which is this, CO2 is nothing but something like this. It will go and get attached onto ortho position. जाके अटैच हो गया. वो जब ऑर्थो पे अटैच हुआ तो ऑर्थो पे जो पहले का हाइड्रोजन था ना, एवरी कार्बन हैज अ हाइड्रोजन, राइट? एवरी कार्बन ऑफ बेंजीन हैज वन हाइड्रोजन विद इट. तो ये जो पहले का हाइड्रोजन था ना, वो ऑक्सीजन के पास चला गया. जो यहाँ से पहले से प्री एग्जिस्टिंग हाइड्रोजन होगा ना, दैट वेंट टू ऑक्सीजन ओवर हियर, and this sodium in turn came and got mixed with C double bond OO forming COONA. अगर सिंपल और सरल भाषा में बोलने जाओ तो मेरे कहने का अर्थ कुछ इस प्रकार है. ये CO2 जाके बैठ गया इधर, इधर जो पहले से हाइड्रोजन था वो हाइड्रोजन जाके बैठ गया ऑक्सीजन पे, मेकिंग इट OH. और जो यहाँ पे Na था वो Na चला गया ये CO2 के पास, मेकिंग इट COONA. So you have benzene along with OH and COONA. Further, what happens next is hydrolysis. You can write H3O plus or you can write H plus, or you can simply get on arrow even HOH. So when you have hydrolysis step, this OH which is there, it will basically take away sodium with it. NaOH बन के वो बाई प्रोडक्ट में चला जाएगा. ओके, NaOH चला गया, इधर से हाइड्रोजन बचा है. वो हाइड्रोजन ये C डबल बॉन्ड O को COOH में कन्वर्ट कर देगा. वो हाइड्रोजन ये C डबल बॉन्ड O को COOH में कन्वर्ट कर देगा. ऑब्जर्व. आर वी क्लियर? एनी डाउट्स, एनी क्वेश्चंस? एनी डाउट्स, एनी क्वेश्चंस? एनीथिंग यू विश टू आस्क? Crystal clear? Done. Why sodium has to add to COH? It makes it salt form so it gets better. Clear till here? Sodium will go away with OH ना, NaOH बन के चला जाएगा. It is HOH. I told you ना, you'll get a byproduct of OH, NaOH. Byproduct बन जाएगा. I hope it's clear, Rupesh. ठीक है. So basically, how many name reactions we did till now? We did words, we did fitting, we did what's fitting, we did grooves, we did Finkelstein, we did Swartz, we did Rimmer-Timmer, we did Kolbe's. कितना हुआ? 8 हुआ. Are we done with 8 name reactions? Back to in just an hour. Now let's just quickly rush through everything. फटाफट revise करते. Then I'll have a question answer session with you. ठीक है? So first we started with Wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction में number of carbons double होते हैं. 2 molecule of alkyl halide got reacted with 2 molecules of sodium. दो सोडियम दो हैलोजन को लेके 2Na बन के चला गया, दोनों अल्काइल ग्रुप्स जो साइड में पड़े थे वो दोनों अल्काइल ग्रुप साथ में आके इसका प्रोडक्ट एक अल्केन आया। ब्यूटेन is an alkane. Ward's reaction का product is always an alkane. The number of carbon always increases when it comes to Ward's reaction. Ward's reaction is specifically only and only for alkyl halides. Alkyl group ही चलेगा, CH3, C2H5, C3H7 ऐसे सारे alkyl groups ही चलेंगे. When it comes to fatigue reaction is compulsorily only and only for aromatic systems. Fatigue reaction is only and only for aromatic systems. Thanks for answering, Abhimanyu. You're perfect. The reason behind the attack. So fatigue reaction is only and only for aromatic halides. So you have benzene with Cl along with 2 sodium. 2 sodium will take with it 2 molecules of fluorine, and what you get as a byproduct is 2 NaCl. Meanwhile, जो दोनों phenyl groups है, they'll come together making biphenyl. So that was another part of it. So रिएक्शन में कॉमन चीज क्या थी? वर्ड्स रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट हमेशा एक अल्केन है. फीडबैक फॉर्म इज रिपोस्टेड, यू कैन फिल इन फॉर दोज हु मिस्ड इट और जॉइंड इन लेटर. वर्ड्स रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट हमेशा एक अल्केन है, अल्काइल हलाइड स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल था. फिटिक रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट हमेशा एक एरोमेटिक सिस्टम है. आई रिपीट, यस आई विल आल्सो एक्सप्लेन दिस, आई विल डू इट नाउ. फिटिक रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट हमेशा एक एरोमेटिक सिस्टम है और उसका रिएक्टेंट भी हमेशा एक एरोमेटिक सिस्टम है. Someone was asking me to differentiate between fatigue and Wurtz fatigue. When it comes to fatigue reaction is specifically for aromatic systems. Fatigue reaction is specifically for aromatic system, while Wurtz fatigue is for aliphatic and aromatic. उसमें एक अल्काइल हैलाइड एलिफेटिक सिस्टम का होता है, एक अल्काइल हैलाइड होता है जो कि वर्ड्स के वजह से, और एक एरोमेटिक हैलाइड होता है. जबकि फिटिक में दोनों मॉलिक्यूल्स एरोमेटिक हैलाइड के होते हैं, वैसे ही वर्ड्स रिएक्शन में दोनों मॉलिक्यूल्स एलिफेटिक हैलाइड के होते हैं. आई होप द क्वेश्चन इज आंसर्ड. डिफरेंस बिटवीन वर्ड्स एंड वर्ड्स फिटिक एंड फिटिक, तीनों के बीच का डिफरेंस. अब जब तक वर्ड्स रिएक्शन में दोनों अल्काइल हैलाइड सेम थे, C2H5Br के दो मॉलिक्यूल थे, तो दोनों अल्काइल ग्रुप सेम थे. इट वाज गोइंग टू बी C2H5 ओनली. थैंक्स कृतिका. On other grounds, if you have a case where you don't have both the alkyl halide of same carbon, when they are not same, one is methyl bromide, another is ethyl bromide, है तो बाकी का पार्ट सेम ही, 2 molecules of sodium with dry ether. तो 2 molecules of sodium दोनों ब्रोमीन को लेके चले जाएंगे, 2NaBr will be the by product. यहाँ पे आप क्या कर रहे थे? आपका अल्काइल हैलाइड का जब दो मॉलिक्यूल सेम था, व्हाट यू मेड एज अ प्रोडक्ट? यू ब्रॉट बोथ द C2H5 टुगेदर, राइट? आपने दोनों C2H5 को ज्वाइन कर दिया था एंड यू गॉट अ ब्यूटेन ओवर देयर. एम आई करेक्ट? एम आई करेक्ट? इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड एंड वांट मी टू रिपीट, प्लीज डू लेट मी नो. एम आई करेक्ट? हमारा C2H5 दोनों साथ में आ जा रहा था. in product was basically a ethane, correct? On other grounds, if I have a case where I have methyl bromide and ethyl bromide, ऐसे केस में प्रोडक्ट क्या आता है? या तो दोनों मिथाइल ग्रुप का कॉम्बिनेशन होगा. तो अगर ये मिथाइल ब्रोमाइड है तो मुझे दोनों मिथाइल ग्रुप्स कंबाइन करने, तो इट वुड बी CH3CH3. दैट्स वन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. ये रहा, दोनों CH3CH3 साथ में आ गए तो इथेन हो गया. दूसरा प्रोडक्ट विल बी अ केस वेयर बोथ द C2H5 विल कम टुगेदर, दोनों इथाइल ग्रुप साथ में आ जाएंगे. ऑब्जर्व, दोनों इथाइल ग्रुप साथ में आ गए. ये एक इथाइल ग्रुप है, ये दूसरा इथाइल ग्रुप है. इट वुड बी CH2CH3. इट्स अ टाइपो एरर. तो ये भी इथाइल ग्रुप है, ये भी इथाइल ग्रुप है, दोनों इथाइल ग्रुप साथ में आ गए. एंड देयर विल बी अ केस जब एक यहाँ से अल्काइल ग्रुप आएगा मिथाइल वाला, और दूसरा यहाँ से अल्काइल ग्रुप आएगा इथाइल वाला. अगर मिथाइल ग्रुप का CH3 इथाइल ग्रुप के साथ कंबाइन होता है विद CH2CH3, what you basically get in as a product is your propane, which looks something like this. समझा? So this is a typical case where your aliphatic halides are different. एक alkyl halide methyl halide है, दूसरा ethyl halide है. ऐसे केस में ऐसा differentiation आता है. Am I clear? Any doubts, any questions in your mind? कुछ पूछना चाहते हो? Or can we proceed? Okay, so even this difference is understood. So words fatigue और fatigue revise हो गया. कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करोगे वो वर्ड्स है, वर्ड्स fatigue है या fatigue? एरो इफ आई सी ड्राई ईथर, कौन से नेम रिएक्शन हो सकते हो? अगर मैं एरो पे ड्राई ईथर देखता हूँ, विच ऑल नेम रिएक्शन इट कैन बी? बोलो. इट कैन बी वर्ड्स, इट कैन बी फिटिक, इट कैन बी वर्ड्स फिटिक, इट कैन बी इवन ग्रिग्नार्ड, राइट? इवन ग्रिग्नार्ड के एरो पे ड्राई ईथर है. एम आई करेक्ट बॉस? Going further, we spoke about Groves process. Groves process में alcohol convert होता है into alkyl halide. What happens basically is hydrogen from here will take away hydroxyl group from here. HOH H2O बन के चला जाएगा. Meanwhile जो X बचा है, meanwhile जो simply X बचा है, वो X जाके R के साथ attach हो जाएगा. So X and R comes together. Alkyl halide is a product. But in case of Groves process, that halogen is compulsorily chloride HCl. It occurs in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride for which type of alcohols? It occurs in presence of zinc chloride for which type of alcohols? Bolo, 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 participate. Even if we go wrong, it's okay. Anhydrous zinc chloride is must when it's a primary and secondary alcohol. You don't require anhydrous zinc chloride in case of a tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol के लिए zinc chloride नहीं चाहिए. That catalyst, that activator is not required for tertiary alcohol. Why I don't require a tertiary alcohol to react in presence of anhydrous zinc chloride? The main reason is reactivity. Reactivity of tertiary alcohol is the highest. That's why it doesn't require anhydrous zinc chloride. So how do I identify Groves process? Moment on arrow I see anhydrous zinc chloride along with the alcohol in a reactant. It is Groves process. Finkelstein का product क्या आएगा? Finkelstein का second alphabet I है तो उसका product idoalkene रहेगा. RCl reacting with NaI of acetone. यहाँ से आयोडीन R के साथ चला जाएगा, यहाँ से Na क्लोरीन के साथ चला जाएगा, टाटा नमक बन के आउट. On other grounds, I have Schwartz reaction, border security force. Reactivity is being given by Akshmita. Thanks, Akshmita. So BSF, B has nothing to do. S for Schwartz reaction, F for fluoroalkene. तो Schwartz reaction का product basically एक fluoroalkene होने वाला है RF. It is going to happen in presence of silver halide, silver fluoride. Also, you can remember the word fast. Perfect, Kritika. So T has nothing to do. F is basically for fluoroalkene. A is for silver, Ag. S is for Schwartz reaction. Going further, we spoke about Riemer-Tiemer reaction. Riemer-Tiemer reaction, basically a phenol gets converted in presence of chloroform and a base into salicylaldehyde, where the ortho product is a major product. Don't forget the reason, it's an important MCQ. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Para product is a minor product due to lack of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Salicylaldehyde on oxidation with KMnO4 will give me salicylic acid, which upon further acetylation will give me O-acetyl salicylic acid. O-acetyl salicylic acid is nothing but aspirin. So this can be a part of my chain reaction questions. Then we spoke about pyrrole, furan, thiophene, different type of heterocycles. Indole की भी बात की. Then we moved on to talk about coal-base reaction, wherein sodium phenoxide on reacting with carbon dioxide gives me salicylic acid as a product. Can we start with question answers? BSF is border security force. B has got nothing to do. S is for Schwartz reaction and F is basically for fluoroalkene. So F fluoroalkene के लिए stand होता है, S Schwartz reaction के लिए stand होता है. So that's part of it. Clear till here? Done? Copy pasting done? Good to go further? अब question start करें. Are we ready? चल. Question number 1. Here we go. Question number 1. I'm converting methyl chloride into methyl fluoride in presence of, convert methyl chloride CH3Cl into methyl fluoride CH3F in presence of which reagent this will happen. पहले तो प्रोडक्ट में फ्लोरोअल्केन चाहिए. कौन से नेम रिएक्शन में प्रोडक्ट फ्लोरोअल्केन होता है? हमने कुछ तो फास्ट करके टैग पढ़ा था, या तो BSF करके एक टैग पढ़ा था जिसमें S was Schwartz, F for fluoroalkane, या तो जिसमें F was fluoroalkane, A was Ag and S was Schwartz. मतलब ये Schwartz नेम रिएक्शन वाला है. तो 4 ऑप्शन में देखूंगा, 4 ऑप्शन में से मेरे को जहां पे भी Schwartz दिखेगा मैं स्ट्रेट अवे वो ऑप्शन मार्क कर दूंगा. नाउ लेट्स अज्यूम दैट देयर आर मल्टीपल ऑप्शन जिसमें Schwartz लिखा है. तो क्वेश्चन में उसने हमको नेम रिएक्शन भी पूछा है कि ये कौन सा नेम रिएक्शन है. एट द सेम टाइम उसने हम लोग को ये भी पूछा है कि कौन सा रीएजेंट है. दोनों बताओ, तो हमको दोनों बताना पड़ेगा कि नेम रिएक्शन कौन सा और रीएजेंट कौन सा। उसने उसके साथ रीएजेंट्स भी दिए होंगे, तो आपको नेक्स्ट चीज ऑब्जर्व करनी है कि कौन सा रीएजेंट दिया है। स्वॉट्स अलोंग विथ AgCl2, स्वॉट्स अलोंग विथ AgF, विच कैन बी द आंसर। वो तो पता है स्वॉट्स में हमेशा AgF ही चाहिए, BSF में F था, एंड अगर मेरे को प्रोडक्ट में F चाहिए तो समवन हैज टू सप्लाई F, so it's very obvious that Schwartz will go with F only, so this is the answer. Clear? Are all the earlier doubts cleared? Schwartz, Finkelstein, grooves and all. We'll discuss few more questions and then I'll show you how we go about pharmacology, pharmchem, pharmacognosy and all those subjects in. Can I go to next question? Which among the following name reaction, yes it can take place, which of the following name reactions occur in presence of dry ether? Which of the following name reactions occur in presence of dry ether? Option number A, Grignard. Option number B, Wurtz. Option number C, Wurtz-Fittig. Option number D, all of the above. A is Grignard, B is Wurtz, C is Wurtz-Fittig, D is all of the above. Are we all sure it's all of the above? Yaad hai, right? Good one, good pace. We discussed, right? Dry ether, जितने भी name reaction है, वो चारों Wurtz-Fittig and Fittig, even with Grignard, they all have dry ether in as a place. ठीक है, next पे जाते हैं. Basically Finkelstein, Schwartz. All right, I want to convert chloroform into salicylic acid. Which all reagents I require? I want to convert phenol. I want to convert phenol into salicylic acid. Which all reagents I require? So basically on arrow they have written 1 and 2. ऐसे कुछ तो दो ब्लैंक दिए उन्होंने, और उन्होंने वो दो रिएजेंट को पूछा है जिसके थ्रू वो फिनॉल को सैलिसिलिक एसिड में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. आई हैव स्टिल नॉट गॉट द एग्जैक्ट आंसर, मुझे इनकम्प्लीट आंसर्स मिले. आप हाफ वे का आंसर बोल रहे हो. थैंक्स अ लॉट अनुष्का, परफेक्ट परफेक्ट गाइस, गुड वन. तो फिनॉल इज माय रिएक्टेंट, वो बोल रहा है मुझे प्रोडक्ट में सैलिसिलिक एसिड चाहिए, तो मुझे सोचना पड़ेगा फिनॉल से सैलिसिलिक एसिड करने के लिए पहले तो कौन सा नेम रिएक्शन. So there is no name reaction which can convert phenol to salicylic acid. Only name reaction which is there which can convert to phenol is converting phenol to salicyl aldehyde. तो phenol to salicyl aldehyde के लिए कौन से reagents होते हैं हमको पहले वो सोचना है. phenol से डायरेक्ट तो salicylic acid नहीं मिल सकता है, वो मेरे को भी पता है, वो तेरे को भी पता है. तो what I need to think is phenol से salicylic acid बनाने के लिए मुझे पहले कौन से reagent लेने हैं. तो मैं आपको चार ऑप्शन दे रहा हूँ, सोचना बाद में आंसर देना, ठीक है. मैं आपको चार ऑप्शन दे रहा हूँ. CHCl3 प्लस KOH. कोई भी आंसर तब तक नहीं देगा जब तक मैं चारों ऑप्शन नहीं लिख लेता. सो प्लीज होल्ड ऑन. आई रिपीट, डोंट आंसर टिल आई गिव यू ऑल द फोर ऑप्शंस. दिस इज योर ऑप्शन नंबर A, CHCl3 plus KOH plus KMnO4. Your option number B is chloroform, CHCl3 plus base plus KMnO4, which would be next step. Going to your option number C and option number D. Option number D is all of the above. Your option number C is basically CHCl3. Sorry, not CHCl3. It is basically NaOH plus CO2 followed by hydrolysis. NaOH plus CO2 followed by hydrolysis. अब बोलो, how many say all of the above? How many say only A? How many say only B? For all of you, अच्छा, one person is saying only A. Abhimanyu is saying only A. Rest all are, अच्छा, Sakshi is also saying only A. Someone is saying A and B both. एक बार तुम लोग ने कोलबेज रिएक्शन भी देखा था ना. कोलबेज रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट क्या था मेरे दोस्त? कोलबेज रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट क्या था मेरे दोस्त मित्रों? कोलबेज रिएक्शन का प्रोडक्ट क्या था? प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कोलबेज रिएक्शन वाज बेसिकली सैलिसिलिक एसिड. इधर भी प्रोडक्ट में सैलिसिलिक एसिड बोल रहा है. ये देख, रिमर टीमर वॉज देयर, तो क्लोरोफॉर्म एंड NaOH और क्लोरोफॉर्म एंड KOH और क्लोरोफॉर्म एंड बेस और आगे KMNO4, बस मुझे पहले सैलिसिल एल्डिहाइड मिलेगा, देन इट विल गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू सैलिसिलिक एसिड। तो ठीक है, तो एक बात तो बहुत क्लियर हो गई कि आंसर ए भी सही है और बी भी सही है। अगर ए और बी सही है तो आई हैव टू मार्क ऑल ऑफ द अबव। दो ऑप्शन तो सिलेक्ट करने नहीं मिलते ना जी पैट में। धरुण, कैन यू प्लीज म्यूट योरसेल्फ? दो ऑप्शन तो नहीं मिलते जी पैट में, यू विल गेट ओनली वन ऑप्शन टू बी सिलेक्टेड एज एन आंसर। तो एक चीज बहुत क्लियर है कि अगर ए और बी दोनों आंसर है तो मुझे ऑल ऑफ द अबव पे ही मार्क करना है, मुझे सोचना भी नहीं है किसी आंसर हो भी सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता है। नाउ आई गो टू चेक NaOH प्लस CO2 एंड H2O। फिनॉल को अगर इसके साथ रिएक्ट किया तो ऐसा कुछ मिल सकता है क्या? चेक। मैंने यहाँ पे कुछ लिखा था, याद है? मैंने यहाँ पे फिनॉल बनाया था, मैंने फिनॉल को यहाँ पे NaOH के साथ रिएक्ट किया था। डू यू रिकलेक्ट माई फ्रेंड? दोस्त, याद है? मैंने फिनॉल को NaOH के साथ यहाँ पे रिएक्ट किया था, OH H के साथ चला गया था तो मुझे सोडियम फिनॉक्साइड मिला था। तो पहले NaOH के साथ रिएक्शन, फिर CO2 के साथ रिएक्शन एंड फिर हाइड्रोलिसिस। इज इट सैलिसिलिक एसिड? यस। क्वेश्चन में एंड प्रोडक्ट क्या पूछा था? क्वेश्चन में एंड प्रोडक्ट क्या पूछा था? सैलिसिलिक एसिड ही पूछा था। इट मीन्स आंसर वाज ऑल ऑफ द अबव। These are the level of silly mistakes we make. We are so close to the answer and then we go wrong in the entire direction. I hope it is very much clear now. ऐसे बहुत सारे questions है which will keep taking verbally, written and all. So test series and everything is already there on the portal. I already shared feedback from multiple times during the lecture. If you want, if you are yet to fill in, then you can just do it now from the chat box. I've reshared it. You can contact on the number from where you got joining link. He'll provide you this form again if required. Meanwhile, do you wish to see? No worries, Darun. It's totally fine. I understand. I'm so sorry. If you wish to see how we take up all the different subjects, I'll take you through the journey. Do you want to see that? How we take up medicamcology and all? Do you want me to share the PowerPoint presentation? So you just get an idea that how we actually take it up. Just hold on. I suppose the presentation might have stopped as of now. It's getting opened. I'll share it. What do you see on screen? What do you see on screen? Any PowerPoint presentation visible? Do we have antimicrobial drugs in place, antibiotics? So I don't know how many of you are aware, we had NIPER All India rank 01 for Pharma MBA category last year. We had All India rank 02 for MS general category, All India rank 18 as well. We have turned people having 4 ranks in their GPAT to 2 ranks in NIPER and already placed with a package of 8.5 lakhs per annum. So that's one part of it. Yes, I believe that anything and everything is possible at any stage, provided you don't give up and you work in the right direction. So direction is available, but you need to keep going. So this is how we take up antibiotics, flowcharts in some mnemonics. There is classification, diagrammatic representation, only specific important things up to the point. No need of rushing into everything. Having some synonyms, having some mnemonics in place to understand ADRs, common characteristics, important things being highlighted, ADRs पे question होता है, focusing on that. How many of us always feel that IUPAC is difficult? Trust me, IUPAC is the easiest thing you can ever get. Such questions are easiest when it comes to your entrance, provided you know while studying how to do it. If you're a semester 5 student, you already have to do IUPAC. पूरा IUPAC रटो मत. Be clear what comes. Observe this 5 structures. Observe this, observe this, observe this, and observe this. ये चारों का जब आप IUPAC देखोगे ना, बिफोर गोइंग टू IUPAC चेक दिस, एवरीथिंग इज सेम। यहाँ पे भी ये है, जो 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 चीज इसमें है वो सारी चीज इसमें है। ओनली डिफरेंस इज यहाँ पे इथाइल ग्रुप था, यहाँ पे एक साइक्लोप्रोपेन रिंग है। तो इसका जो नॉमेनक्लेचर होगा, द नॉमेनक्लेचर ऑफ सिप्रोफ्लॉक्सासिन विल हैव अ वर्ड साइक्लोप्रोपेन। Moment there is a word cyclopropane, my brain will get activated towards ciprofloxacin only. C for ciprofloxacin, C for cyclopropane. Now I go to gatifloxacin. जो जो चीज ciprofloxacin में है ना, वो सारी चीजें पारफ्लॉक्सासिन में भी है। I'll come back to gati. जो जो चीज ciprofloxacin में है वो सारी चीजें इवन पारफ्लॉक्सासिन में। ऑब्जर्व, रिंग भी है, ये भी है, बट कुछ डिफरेंसेस है। इसके पास 2 मिथाइल ग्रुप्स एक्स्ट्रा है, इसके पास 2 फ्लोरो ग्रुप्स एक्स्ट्रा है। वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक विच इज वेरी स्पेसिफिक टू स्पारफ्लॉक्सासिन। फ्लोरीन आपको दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल्स में भी मिलेगा, ये रहा फ्लोरीन। मिथाइल आपको दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल में भी मिलेगा, बट ओनली स्पारफ्लॉक्सासिन इज अ मोइटी जिसमें आपको अमाइनो मिलेगा, ये रहा अमाइनो। मोमेंट आई सी 5 अमाइनो, आई नो इट इज पाराफ्लोक्सासिन। आप बोलोगे सर इतना बड़ा नॉमेनक्लेचर है, सिर्फ 5 अमाइनो वर्ड कैसे समझेगा that you are talking about sparfloxacin? So I'll tell you that as well. Don't worry about that. When it comes to sparfloxacin, if you observe, let it be sparfloxacin, gatifloxacin, कुछ भी हो, वो सबके अंदर है ना, ये क्विनोलिन मॉइटी है, वो सबके अंदर एक कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड का मॉइटी है। ऑब्जर्व, दे ऑल हैव इट, क्विनोलिन भी है, कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड भी है। एंड नाउ ऑब्जर्व दैट नोमेनक्लेचर, ऑक्सो 3, 4 ऑक्सो 3, 4 ऑक्सो मतलब ये कार्बोनिल बॉन्ड का बात कर रहा है, which is again common to all the heterocycles, which is again common to all the quinolones. So it says 4-oxo, 3-quinoline, carboxylic acid. 3 third position पे carboxylic acid है. So this is common. Let it be gatifloxacin. It would be common even if it is parafloxacin. I hope it is visible to you on screen. It will be common even for Cipro, even for Nor. So you have to correlate it on those grounds that it is going to stay common. हैव निमोनिक्स इन प्लेस, कहाँ पे कौन कैसे एक्ट करता है। सो इसका बहुत बड़ा निमोनिक है जिसके थ्रू ये इजीली याद रह जाता है, एंड इस पे से एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा आता है। केमिस्ट्री वी कीप ऑन हाईलाइटिंग विद स्ट्रक्चर्स, नोमेनक्लेचर्स, पेनिसिलिन। इतना बड़ा पेनिसिलिन भी बहुत इजीली हो जाता है व्हेन यू नो हाउ टू टेक अप। क्वेश्चन इज ऑलवेज ऑन ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस। सो ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस स्पेसिफिकली लेक्चर्स के बीच में Q&A whenever we take up, I don't give options so that it makes you ready even without options. We do take up with options as well. With options while MCQs is at the end of the chapter. Rest we keep going in this manner. Now that was about cephalosporins. That was about your pharmaceutical chemistry as well. I'll show you how we take up SAR basically. So this is how we take up SAR IUPAC. And this is how I would advise you to do if you are a semester 5 semester 6 student. आपको जितने भी स्ट्रक्चर्स आएंगे henceforth उसको पेज पे बड़ा बना देना, सेंटर के बीच में highlight the moieties. You will never get any problem with regards to MCQs. With regards to IUPAC also your part will always be easy. Do their SAR also in this format. कौन से चेंज, कौन से क्या चेंज करूंगा तो क्या इफेक्ट होएगा ड्रग के एक्टिविटी पे। This is the most easiest way, and we have done it for your entire syllabus, entire pharmacology. So that was about SAR part along with the classification mechanism of action. If you say another most important part where we all tend to have a lot of problems is with regards to synthesis. Organic chemistry के synthesis में हमको बहुत problem होता है। कितने सारे ड्रग्स है, कितने ड्रग्स का सिंथेसिस याद रखोगे, कितने ड्रग्स का स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल याद रखोगे। ड्रग का स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल याद रखने का जरूरत ही नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ ये याद रखना है कि फाइनल ड्रग में यूजुअली क्या होता था। तो अगर आप मेरे को पूछो डैप्सोन में यूजुअली क्या होता है, तो आई नो अबाउट वन थिंग दैट डैप्सोन बेसिकली इज डाई अमाइनो डाईफिनाइल सल्फोन। मुझे सिर्फ इतना पता है। अगर उसमें डाई अमाइनो डाईफिनाइल सल्फोन है तो DDS है वो। डाई अमाइनो मतलब 2 अमाइनो, डाईफिनाइल मतलब 2 फिनाइल, और सल्फोन मतलब SO2। आपको बेसिकली ऐसा एक टेबल बना देना, नेम ऑफ द ड्रग यू विल राइट डैप्सोन ओवर हियर। व्हाट डू यू एक्सपेक्ट एज इट्स स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल? So basically you have 4-nitrofluorobenzene reacting with sodium sulfide. अब ये सोडियम सल्फाइड से मुझे सल्फोन का S मिलने वाला है। मैं ऑप्शन के बेसिस पे भी सोच सकता हूँ, इट रिएक्ट फर्दर, रिएक्ट फर्दर, रिएक्ट फर्दर। नो वन इन माई एंट्रेंस इज गोइंग टू आस्क मी दिस मैकेनिज्म। कितने स्टेप्स है, मुझे ये सब बायट ही नहीं करना, मुझे सिर्फ ये चाहिए आपके ड्रग का नाम क्या है, उसका स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल क्या है, उसका रिएजेंट्स क्या है, दैट्स इट। No doubt we have done it stepwise. We have everything in place, everything with a logical manner and not just taking it up for the way of doing. And we start, as I say always, start with the end in mind. अगर नाइपर जाना है तो जीपैट की पढ़ाई के टाइम ही नाइपर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पढ़ो। तो आपका स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल ये है, स्टेप वाइज स्टेप वाइज स्टेप वाइज। आपको प्रोडक्ट क्या चाहिए, मेबेंडाजोल, मेबेंडाजोल में रिंग क्या है उसके अकॉर्डिंग सोचो, उसमें दूसरा मोइटी क्या है उसके अकॉर्डिंग सोचो, एंड देन यू डू द अदर वे राउंड। आप स्टार्ट से स्टार्ट करते हो एंड देन यू गो फॉर द स्टेप वाइज। क्लियर? So OC done, Cology done. I suppose you would like to go through Cognosy, right? Cognosy, medicinal chemistry done, and I'll take you through Sotix as well, obviously. All right. So when we go to your Cognosy basically we all feel it boring. Classification, as always, question कौन से part से आते हैं? Classification, detection test, along with which class of alkaloid has which heterocyclic ring. Propane ring किसके अंदर है? Isoquinoline ring कौन सा alkaloid में है? You basically do it on those grounds. Most importantly, make it as easy as you could do. When you do it in this manner, you get ready for your semesters parallelly. सेमेस्टर में आपको सेपरेटली सिर्फ एक ही चीज लिखना है विच इज अबाउट कल्टिवेशन. जीपैट में नो वन इज गोइंग टू आस्क यू टू राइट अबाउट कल्टिवेशन. You don't need to keep that column. Otherwise, whatever is possible from entrance point of view, everything comes out as a table. No one is asking you even structure. This is just because that you remember this name. If at all asked which was the heterocyclic ring in the chemical constituent of colchicum, that's why we include the structure. Most important, as we are aware, is use its microscopy, any specific chemical detection test. ये तीन पे सबसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. बायोलॉजिकल सोर्स एंड सिनोनियम्स एंड फैमिली पे नाइपर में क्वेश्चन आते हैं. जीपैट में नहीं आते हैं, आईसीटी एमटेक में नहीं आते. So yes, we always believe that you do things in a smart manner. I hope you have already gone through our test series. If not, if you wish, I can show you demo of our test series portal as well. Do you wish to see that? If yes, then just hold on. I'll show you that. Meanwhile, I'll just take you through any other subject which we are left for which you would like to see how we take up. Any subject in your mind? Organic chemistry is done, medchem is done, ecology is done. Text. Okay, just a second. So takes the presentation is getting loaded. Capsules. Analysis and pathophysiology. Analysis is all about spectroscopies and titration. I won't be able to take you through that long a presentation now. I suppose it's capsules on slides, right? The capsules ka right from base, what is advantage, disadvantage, how you take it up, just for basics, types of capsules, how are they different, how are their formation is different. Question comes on this, you need to take up this. Composition पे question आता है. तो पहले important चीज है जिस पे question आती है, we pick up that. Then we go to other areas from which the amount of questions are minimally possible. We cover everything keeping into account things of focus. Just for the sake of doing मत करो, you should know question किस में से आने वाला है. Keep it as much interactive and as much learning possible. Don't keep it just raw and theoretical purpose. MCQ का MCQ at the same type of questions come up, you should be aware about that. Nextly, I was about to show you our test series portal, right? I'll just take you through that. Here is the screen Chrome tab, my light 17. All right. So this is users. This is here I log in. Okay, just a minute. My light. I go to the website. I suppose Chrome tab is there. I suppose there is a Chrome tab, right? So I go to the website. I click on login since I already have a ID password. A new join is supposed to click on sign up. I click on login. I use my ID passwords. I enter them. This is my stats. I have not solved any paper till now. This is the leaderboard. How many people are attempting, what number of papers they've attempted, my exams, how many exams I have under my portal. So say suppose I'm attempting chemotherapy as a paper in. I click on attempt now. Is it sharing the question paper on screen share? Can you see chemotherapy getting opening up? Can someone just confirm? Okay, you're not able to see. I knew. Actually, it has just switched over the tab. Just a second. If I do anything now, it would detect ad. Most importantly, you cannot do anything on this system if you are going to make any changes with regards to your what we say paper. If you try to switch tab, it would stop. The exam will get submitted on its own. If you try to switch tab, the paper will straight away get submitted. It will just warn you once, twice. So as you see, you have features. Now you are able to see, right? Now you are able to see, right? Can someone just confirm it? Yeah. So basically, see, you got a notification. Dharmesh Mehta, you had navigated away from the test window. Do not repeat this behavior, otherwise you may get disqualified. The question paper will get submitted. So you have option of mark for review and next. Moment you mark it, it will get a different color. The way you get it for GPAT. So you can keep on answering your questions. Once you are done solving the paper, straight away click on submit. Once you click on finish exam, I've done. So I suppose you are still able to see the screen, right? This is my report, my rank, my total number of students who attempted chemotherapy paper, my subject report, time management, what amount of time I am giving on any specific question. अभी मैंने सिर्फ दो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए. Are you able to see the analysis? Are you able to see the analysis? All right. तो अभी मैंने दो ही क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए. आप जब 125 सॉल्व करोगे आपको दिखेगा कितना टाइम आप कोई क्वेश्चन पे दे रहे हो. इफ यू आर गिविंग मोर टाइम इट मीन्स दैट इट इज स्टिल योर वीक एरिया. This is the question report, correct answer, what amount of time you took, level of question. This is the solution. Once you submit the paper, you can immediately see the solution. There is no need for waiting a day or two and after that you will check the solution. No, nothing like that. Once you are done with the paper, once you click on submit, you can immediately see the paper. Your comparison with regards to the one who was first in this got 80 questions, all of them correct. How much time they took in, what amount of time you took in, the group's overall performance, and you can review it in all together for different papers. Yes, this is my dashboard. I haven't solved anything. I've just kept it as a demo purpose. So this test series would also be a part of your portal and you have all the papers already uploaded. Once you are done with studies, you can straight away go in and you can solve the paper. No need of you for waiting for any one of us. You can straight away get through. Regarding our notes, I suppose you might have already seen the videos on Instagram and all, right? If not, you can just follow Farmilight 17 on Instagram. A lot of GK news and about our notes, it's already there. Any doubts, any questions, anything you ever want to ask with regards to preparation for GPAT NIPER or any other entrances, Manipal, BITS, anything of your choice, feel free to connect with us. Not at all a problem. We can discuss in. And if you have any queries with regards to your career options, what you should go over, you can just connect with 84338 He'll let you know about all the things, right from test series, right from notes, live lectures, your live lectures packages for GPAT. We have our lectures going on Sundays 10 to 1, Saturday 7 to 8:30, and one more weekday 7 to 8:30. If required, we go for extra lectures in weekdays as well. Whatever lectures you will miss, you will get recordings of those lectures so you can go through it. Same lecture if you wish to attend again, whenever it will get repeated in any other batch, you will be notified about that as well. And yes, connecting anytime for queries always available. Any doubts, anything else you all wish to ask? कुछ पूछना चाहते हो आप? I hope I have answered to my potential for all the queries in test series fees and all. Aishwarya, they'll let you know. Just connect on to the number which I've just typed in. You can fill in the feedback form. Help will be helpful for us to move in. We have just started with a new batch last week. We're just done with two lectures now. Out of those two lectures, I actually repeated one of the lectures today, which was of name reactions only. You can join in that batch for GPAT 22 and 23. Anything else? Anyone? Any questions? I hope Abhimanyu, I answered your question. Anyone else? Anything you wish to ask? If not, Atul will let you know. You can just connect it when. You can just connect with him. The number which I shared, admission process, fees, live lectures, everything he'll let you know. All right, then take care, stay safe, सबका ध्यान रखना. That's the most important point. Stage. The healthier we are, the more we'll be able to study and take care of everyone. So keep your health first. Thanks a lot, everyone, and thanks a lot, Nilesh, for the appreciation. All the best. Wherever you are, ensure that you do your best. Don't just move around. If you are referring to any senior, if you are connecting with any senior, whomsoever you are taking recommendation from, also check what they have achieved in the past. If you are taking information or guidance from a wrong mentor, you will end up with the wrong direction. So don't do that. Be careful with whom you are moving around, to whom you are listening to whom you are admiring. Don't do things which are, if something doesn't work out for one person, it doesn't mean it cannot work for other. I'll just tell you about Naipur Mohali. There are people who get a package of 11.9 lakhs per annum to begin with. So uska per month start में straight away income is 1 lakh per month. At the same time, there are other Naipurs, Naipur Hyderabad, Naipur Ahmedabad, where the starting packages go highest up to 6 to 6.5 only. नाइपर हैदराबाद नाइपर मोहाली की पैकेज के जैसे 11 तक नहीं गया 11.9 तक नहीं गया okay नाइपर हैदराबाद is highest at 8.5 but they haven't crossed 8.59 since last 3-4 years. Naipur Ahmedabad is around 5.5 to 6. So every Naipur has got its own advantage, disadvantage. There will be people who will tell you that M-Farm mein kuch nahi hai, don't get into it. But then these are those people who have themselves never achieved anything. That's the reason they are believing the stream. And trust me, you will be able to achieve anything in any of the streams only if you are interested in that. अगर आपको ही वो फील्ड में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है ना फिर कुछ नहीं होगा. आई वोंट एडवाइज यू टू गो इनटू M-Farm if you're not interested into business development, research. Via M-Farm also you can get into business development. Via M-Farm you can get into research as well. Via M-Farm you can get into PMT as well. Sun Pharma, Glenmark, they prefer M-Farm guys only. Aristo Pharma prefers M-Farm guys only. तो आप जिससे बात कर रहे हो उसको इंडस्ट्री का नॉलेज है क्या? चेक अबाउट दैट एज वेल. MBA, MS, with regards to entrance purpose, you are saying, Kinal? Career aspects for pharmacology is too great abroad, not that great in India because Indian doctors dominate a lot when it comes to clinical trials. तो वहाँ पे हम थोड़े पीछे रह जाते हैं बट अब्रॉड बहुत अच्छा है compared to abroad in India a bit less. Difference between MBA and MS for entrance purpose, the theory paper is same. For pharma MBA, what Naipur Mohali, Naipur Hyderabad, and since last year even Naipur Ahmedabad offers, you have additionally PI, GDPI, group discussion and personal interview. Pharmacoinformatics doesn't require coding of the past. They teach you during your post graduation, and yes, it's an upcoming field. Naipur Mohali hires for pharmacoinformatics from Novartis hires for pharmacoinformatics from Naipur Mohali from pharmacoinformatics department. Novartis here hire करता है for business analysis. You can see a lot of LinkedIn profiles where people have done masters in pharmacoinformatics and they are presently into Novartis. अब जिससे भी बात कर रहे हो ना उसको इंडस्ट्री का कितना पता है. Does he know industry packages? Does he know industry trend? Does he know how industry is variating? इंडस्ट्री में कौन सी चीज को डिमांड है उसको पता है क्या? अगर उसको ही नहीं पता तो आप उससे इन्फॉर्मेशन लेके क्या करोगे? यू विल गेट ऑल नेगेटिव इन्फॉर्मेशन ओनली. So be clear with where you are starting. Don't go in a haphazard direction. I'm not saying failures doesn't teach you. Failures do teach you, but then at the same time it should be about the place where it is. No, those packages have gone even to master student, MS students because Naipur Mohali allows even master students to sit for pharma MBA. So it's for even MS, it's even for that. I personally believe pharmaceutics is the best for specialization simply because if you talk about pharma analysis, there are people who will come from background of MSc, BSc in analysis. उन्होंने 5 साल से एनालिसिस ही किया, उनका एनालिसिस हमसे बेटर है जबकि हमने सिर्फ 2 साल हार्डकोर एनालिसिस किया. सेम वे फार्माकोलॉजी डॉक्टर्स डोमिनेटर्स, सेम वे मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री, BSc medicinal chemistry, MSc medicinal chemistry, they know better than us, they get a upper hand compared to us. फार्मास्यूटिक्स इज द ओनली फील्ड जहाँ पे एक फार्मेसी का ही बंदा चलता है और कोई पर्सन नहीं चलता है. Although there are few companies in India, right in north in Baddi, few in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, where the formulators are from BSc background. Yes, they are from BSc background. They don't think much. उनके लिए PVP as a binder, starch as a binder, lactose as a diluent. बस they cannot think out of the way. They cannot think on NDDS. So बेसिकली फॉर्मुलेशन डिपार्टमेंट फार्मास्यूटिक्स इज अ स्ट्रीम जहाँ पे फॉर्मुलेशन साइंटिस्ट ही चाहिए. नो वन कैन रिप्लेस अस. In all other streams, we have replacement. Again, there is one more stream of regulatory affairs. There also there is not much of replacement. Regulatory affairs this year, Naipur Hyderabad has started. Except Naipur Hyderabad, no other Naipur offers regulatory affairs as a post graduation. Naipur Hyderabad is even offering PhD in regulatory affairs, and regulatory affairs is actually a booming stream. So I expect packages to cross grade once in India. Yes, pharmaceutics. There is no point doing MS from abroad. I'll tell you one simple thing. India में आप कर रहे हो MS, you get a stipend of 12,400 rupees per month. 12,400 rupees per month from return on investment point of purpose, because at the end of the day, our parents have invested much. You're getting 12,400 rupees per month when you're doing masters from India. Your 2 years of stipend comes to 2,88,000 at Naipur, while your fees at Naipur is only 2 lakhs for entire 2 years. So you are actually earning 88,000 on top. मैं 2 लाख तो आपका fees, food सब मिला के बोल रहा हूँ. I'm saying very much on the higher side. I'm not saying on the lower side. On other grounds, when it comes to your अब्रॉड, अब्रॉड में आपका 2 साल का पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन का एक्सपेंस ही 40 lakhs हो जाएगा, लिविंग कॉस्ट फीस सब मिला के. आपका जो पैकेज स्टार्टिंग में रहेगा, अगर जॉब वहीं पे मिला तो अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर अब्रॉड ड्यू टू कोविड, यू आर ऑलरेडी अवेयर. द पैकेज माइट बी समवेयर अराउंड 25 to 30 lakhs पर एनम. आपका लिविंग एक्सपेंस वहाँ पे 15 लाख है, सो पर ईयर यू माइट सेव अराउंड 10 लाख. आपको 40 लाख निकालने को और 4 साल लग जाएंगे or invested amount. So 4 years to remove your investment, 2 years of studying. At the end of 6 years, you have earned nothing in terms of money. Okay. On other grounds, if you do post graduation from Naipur, you have straight away earned 88,000. You can manage your fees on your own because you have to pay semester wise. आप आपके stipend से save करके हर month fees भर सकते हो at the end of 6 months. सिर्फ पहला fees आपको खुद parents से support लेना पड़ेगा, or else you can do something now as well. Going further, when you go for PhD abroad, when you have done masters from Naipur, stipend in abroad is between 1,200 to 2,000 US dollars, 1200 से 2,000 dollars. This depends on the university you target. In fact, there are universities who offer even 800 as stipend, 800 US dollars. आपका expense 800 US dollars से नहीं होता है per month का stipend. So even if you save 1,000 US dollars per month, it comes to 80,000 rupees in Indian currency, 70 to 80 जो भी डॉलर का रेट होगा. तो आप वहाँ पे पीएचडी करते करते हर महीने 75-80,000 सेव करोगे, विच इज अ वेरी बिग बोनस फॉर यू एंड योर फैमिली. You should do your PhD abroad and you should do your masters in India. Regulatory affairs is basically a stream which is all about documentation. When you file a product for any market, you need to submit a dossier which has product information. You need to submit stability data. It's basically a documentation job. But yes, it has a lot of challenges as well. You need to answer the query why you have submitted only this much data, why stability data of only 3 months and all. Are you aware what was the stability data, what was the expiry date given to your favipiravir tablets when it was launched? It was just 2 years or 2 months. There was just 2 months expiry on favipiravir tablet. क्यों? क्योंकि तब तक उसका स्टेबिलिटी डेटा सिर्फ 1 महीने का सबमिट किया था. अब ओवर द टाइम स्टेबिलिटी हो गया, सो नाउ द फेविपिराविर टैबलेट हैज अ एक्सपायरी डेट ऑफ अ लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशन. इनिशियली जब वो लॉन्च हुआ था तब इतना नहीं था, तो स्टेबिलिटी डेटा के बेसिस पे ही एक्सपायरी डेट ये सब सबमिशंस होते हैं ऑन विच यू गेट अप्रूवल फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट. एनीथिंग एल्स, एनी क्वेश्चंस? Other than PhD, any other option, say job? Yes, any day it's a better option. You can get it abroad depending upon the you have. There are people who have done masters in India and they are presently working in Singapore, Malaysia, and they are making good money. Above 5 average. Yes, there is specific PhD as well. There is specialization available. Pharmacovigilance is an upcoming stream. Only thing I feel bad about it is when it comes to the pay, they are very much on the lower side starting days. Again, depends from country to country, so that's a different part. Nothing as an exam. You can just have your network out to get a job over there. In fact, there are few countries who require you to write again an exam after your bachelor's. Like Canada requires a bachelor of 5 years to pursue post graduation over there. इंडिया का बैचलर तो 4 साल का है, आपको वापस वहां पे जाके 1 साल कुछ पढ़ना पड़ेगा. This is an update of 3 years back, so I don't know if Canada has any laws changed in that case. Rest all were updated parts. Thanks a lot for your time in. If you still have DI, we are working in, so don't worry. We can assist you with DI as well. DI का syllabus to a good extent GPAT NIPER का होता है, कुछ additional चीजें होती है which will cover in separate parts. So the number which I shared earlier was basically of our team member. I've shared my number in the chat box. Feel free to get in touch for any doubts, any queries. Just post your name, your college name, the year you are, and then we can discuss any day. Just for your information, myself Dharmesh Mehta. I did my post graduation MS in pharmaceutics from NIPER Hyderabad, 2019 pass out. I'm in pharmaceutical industry since last 3 years with different clients altogether. I've done MS, but I'm working as a business development for one of the pharma companies. So it's not the case that if you do MS, you don't get a job. ये type नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है सब phobia, so don't get into it.